ulipo mpenzi mtazamaji, wanasema mtu ni watu, lakini bila utu wewe si mtu wala si kitu.
Japo kwa wengi wanaotoka utu wakasalia na kutu, ni vyema kujua kuwa afadhali kuwa bila kitu kuliko kuwa na roho ya kutu.
Na huwezi kujua huu utu bila kukaa na hawa watu.
Na tulikaa na wewe mtu na ukasema utakacho kitu kwa utu. NTV inasema tunakusikiliza.
Tulikusikiliza na ukasema unataka watu ambao wamefanya mambo mengi ya kukugusa wewe, na tukaamua kuchukua hatua hii leo tukuletea watu hao kwenye kipindi cha kwanza kabisa, sehemu ya Masogora Jumamosi hii.
Na bila shaka mtazamaji, hayo pembeni tuliokuandalia kwenye taarifa zetu za NTV wikendi hii, Jumamosi hii yatakufaa, lakini bora tu ukae kitako nasi.
Ila kwanza kabisa tupate
vipasho.
Baa zote zile ambazo ziko Kirinyaga County zimefungwa kutoka leo.
Hakuna kulewa Kirinyaga wikendi hii, asema Gavana Anne Waiguru katika mazishi ya watu 17 waliofariki kwa kubugia kileo sumu.
The UDA party is pleased to appreciate Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga's decision to seek the chairmanship of the African Union Commission.
Chama tawala cha UDA cha mpiga jeki Raila kuwinda wenyekiti wa tume ya muungano wa Afrika. Kongamano la marais limeanza Addis Ababa. Naibu Rais Rigathi Gachagua na Rais mstaafu Uhuru Kenyatta wamwomboleza mwenda zake King'ori Mwangi.
I like music so much. I can even sing, huh?
Na katika safu mpya ya NTV Weekendi tunakuletea Masogora. Fungwa jamvi ni sogora wa upasuaji maiti Johansen Odwor.
Mubashara kutoka jumba la Nation. Hii ni NTV Weekendi na Frida Mwaka na Lofty Matambo.
So dakta, hiyo ni ahadi yetu. Mambo mazuri, saa 1 kamili. Karibu kwenye taarifa kamili.
Na bila shaka mtazamaji, fanya mtagusano nasi katika mitandao yetu ya kijamii at NTV Kenya, at Mwaka Frida Lofty Matambo, hashtag ikiwa ni NTV Weekendi, na mfasiri wa lugha ishara ni David Agondoa.
Twende kazi. Gavana wa Kirinyaga Anne Waiguru ameamuru kubatilishwa kwa leseni za baa zote katika kaunti hiyo kufuatia vifo vya watu 17 waliokunywa pombe yenye sumu.
Na akizungumza katika eneo bunge la Mwea Mashariki wakati wa hafla ya mazishi walioaga dunia iliyohudhuriwa pia na Naibu Rais Rigathi Gachagua, Waiguru aliagiza serikali ya kaunti hiyo kuanza mchakato mpya wa utoaji leseni na kufunga baa zote zinazofanya kazi kinyume cha sheria.
Ni taarifa yake Margaret Kimathi na ufungua jamvi.
Ni katika mazishi ya watu 17 waliopoteza maisha baada ya kunywa pombe sumu huko Kangai, Kirinyaga. Hapa ndipo gavana alitangaza adhabu kwa baa zote katika kaunti na kuanza upya kwa utoaji leseni.
Baa zote zile ambazo ziko Kirinyaga County zimefungwa kutoka leo. Closed. And a new process ya kuverify na licensing ianze.
Kadhalika wafanyikazi wa kaunti wanaomiliki baadhi ya baa pia walitangaziwa amri mpya Kirinyaga.
Niko na staff wangu 11 wako na bars zao kama biashara. This is the directive from me. Utachagua hiyo bar ama kufanya kazi kwa county government ya Kirinyaga.
Kwa upande wake, Naibu Rais Rigathi Gachagua alielekeza hotuba kwa idara ya mahakama na wajibu wake.
I want to appeal to my sister, Lady Justice Martha Koome, our daughter from here from Meru, to talk to the judges and the magistrates and request them not to allow more deaths in this country.
Mbali na hilo, maafisa wa utawala wa mikoa wamepewa onyo kali wawajibike kukabili pombe haramu au wapigwe kalamu. Margaret Kimathi, NTV.
Na mtazamaji, baada ya taarifa hiyo ni kwamba chama tawala cha United Democratic Alliance UDA kimemuidhinisha kiongozi wa chama cha Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Raila Odinga kutoa nafasi ya mwenyekiti wa tume ya Umoja wa Afrika.
Chama hicho, mtazamaji, kinasema kwamba Odinga anastahili kikamilifu kabisa kazi hiyo kama mwana-Afrika na mwanasiasa mwenye tajriba kubwa kuhusu bara la Afrika. Vincent Odor anaarifu. Na mtazamaji, tutakuwa tunarejea kwenye taarifa hiyo ambayo inakuja katika mdosoko mrefu, lakini kwanza kabisa ni kwamba chama cha UDA kimemuidhinisha kiongozi wa chama cha Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Raila Odinga ili kuweza kuitwaa nafasi ya mwenyekiti wa Baraza Kuu la Umoja wa Afrika, ukipenda AUC. Hebu sasa tumsikize.
The UDA party is pleased to appreciate Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga's decision to seek the chairmanship of the African Union Commission. The Right Honorable Odinga is undoubtedly an African luminary of unmatched capability. We join many across the continent in restating that Honorable Raila deserves the AU Commission chairmanship, given his distinguished accolades and contribution to the socio-political landscape of the East African region and the continent as a whole.
Na mtazamaji, hayo yakijiri ni kwamba Rais Uhuru Kenyatta ameteuliwa kuwa shujaa wa kupigania mageuzi katika taasisi za Muungano wa Afrika AU kwenye kongamano la Baraza la Marais wa Afrika liloanza leo Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Rais William Ruto amemrithi Rais wa Rwanda Paul Kagame. Kongamano la marais wa Afrika limeanza rasmi, ambapo miongoni mwa masuala mengine ambayo yatajadiliwa ni ajenda kuu ni suala la mabadiliko ya tabia nchi na jinsi ya kujenga uchumi katika mataifa yote ya bara la Afrika.
Na mtazamaji, kilele cha kikao hicho ni kuamua kumrithi Musa Faki kama mwenyekiti wa tume ya Muungano wa Afrika, wadhifa unaowaniwa na kinara wa Azimio Raila Odinga.
Tusonge mbele mtazamaji, ambapo chama cha wanasheria nchini LSK kimeenda kortini kwa nia ya kubatilisha uamuzi wa serikali kuweka matangazo yote ya serikali katika gazeti moja pekee nchini.
Na LSK inasema hatua hiyo ni kinyume cha sheria na kanuni za sekta hiyo kuhusiana na njia za kusambaza taarifa muhimu za serikali kwa wananchi wote kote nchini.
Matangazo ya serikali yanafanywa kupitia chapisho la gazeti la MyGov ukipenda, ambalo lina habari zote za serikali.
Na awali jarida hilo lilikuwa likisambazwa na magazeti manne ya kila siku, yani Daily Nation, The Standard, The Star na The People Daily.
Lakini Disemba mwaka 2023 serikali ilitoa zabuni hiyo kwa kampuni ya Convergence Media inayotoa gazeti la The Star pekee, hatua iliyokiuka sera ya miaka mingi.
Haya, mtazamaji, sasa tuangazie masuala ya kitalii, ambapo waziri wa utalii na huduma za wanyamapori Alfred Mutua ametetea uamuzi wa baraza la mawaziri kuidhinisha kibinafsishwa kwa hoteli na loji 7 za umma. Miongoni
mwa hoteli ambazo zinaelekea kuuzwa ni pamoja na hoteli ya Golf Hotel Limited, Sunset Hotel Limited, Mount Elgon Lodge Limited na Cabernet Hotel Limited.
Zingine ni zile zinazosimamiwa na Kenya Safari Lodges and Hotels Limited kama vile Mombasa Beach Hotel, Ngulia Safari Lodge na Voi Safari Lodge.
Aidha, Mutua anasema kwamba kaunti zilizo na hoteli hizo ziko huru kununua hoteli hizo.
Tumeziangalia zote zimekuwa zikipoteza pesa. Ni watu kufanya kazi, pesa ziko, hakuna pesa zinaletwa kwa serikali. Serikali imekuwa ikiinua kabisa. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu kazi ya serikali sio kazi ya kufanya biashara. Kazi ya serikali ni provide an enabling environment. Sisi kama serikali tukasema hatuzitaki, tunataka watu wenye pesa waje wachukue hizo hoteli, watupe pesa kama serikali, they continue running them as private hotels that will be brought up to 5-star quality.
Kwingineko ni kwamba wanafunzi 1159 kunradhi wamehitimu leo kutoka chuo kikuu cha Aga Khan hapa jijini Nairobi.
Mahafali ambao walihudhuriwa na binti mfalme Zaha Aga Khan pamoja na waziri wa elimu Ezekiel Machogu ambaye alisoma hotuba kutoka kwa Rais William Ruto.
Zaidi ya 60% ya mahafali walikuwa wanawake waliopata shahada za uuguzi, utabibu, elimu na wanahabari.
Binti mfalme Zaha alielezea baadhi ya mafanikio ambayo yamefanya mwaka uliopita kuwa wa kumbukumbu, kwani matokeo yalikuwa bora zaidi katika historia ya miaka 40 ya chuo kikuu hicho.
Vitivo vine mtazamaji vipya vilikaribishwa na wanafunzi wa kwanza na kuzidisha usajili wa jumla kuwa zaidi ya wanafunzi 3600 kwa mara ya kwanza katika historia ya chuo hicho cha Aga Khan.
Na mhariri wa Nation Media Group Zaina Bwandati alihitimu.
Time was worth it. On graduating, you return to a world that is full of daunting challenges, but also endless possibilities. Continue to strive with courage and optimism and grasp all opportunities to serve your communities and contribute to making a more pluralistic and peaceful world.
Strategic faculty development and targeted recruitment, ensuring our educators possess the necessary resources to cultivate future national talent.
Tunasema kongole kwa Zaina Bwandati.
Pamoja na Hari Misiko pia ni mhariri upande wa gazeti na pia masuala dijitali.
Mwaka ujao ni wewe.
Inshallah.
Na mtazamaji, Rais mstaafu Uhuru Kenyatta na naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua ni miongoni mwa viongozi waliofika katika kaunti ya Nyeri kwa mazishi ya mwenda zake aliyekuwa naibu kamishna wa polisi King'ori Mwangi.
Mazishi hayo yaliyofanyika eneo la Tetu ni kwamba Kenyatta alialikwa na gavana wa Nyeri Mutahi Kahiga, mbunge wa Tetu na viongozi wengine wa chama cha Jubilee akiwemo Amos Kimunya, aliyekuwa waziri Cecily Kariuki pamoja na mbunge wa Afrika Mashariki huyu ni Kanini Kega.
Naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua vile vile alihudhuria hafla hiyo.
Tusonge mbele sasa mtazamaji, ambapo magavana wameitisha mkutano wa dharura Alhamisi hii ili kujadili kile wametaja kwamba ni mbinu fiche inayotumiwa na serikali kuu kusambaratisha ugatuzi.
Magavana wamekosoa serikali kuu kwa kujaribu kunyakua baadhi ya majukumu yao yakiwemo biashara, ujenzi wa nyumba na afya.
Mgogoro wa hivi punde kabisa mtazamaji umehusiana na uzinduzi wa maafisa wa afya nyanjani ukipenda CHPs, ambapo serikali inalenga kutumia zaidi ya shilingi bilioni 250 kila mwezi kulipa wafanyikazi hao wa kaunti.
Na mwanahabari wetu wa masuala ya siasa Vincent Odwor anaelezea zaidi.
Sasa magavana wanaishutumu serikali kuu kwa kujaribu kunyakua baadhi ya majukumu ya serikali za kaunti kupitia mlango wa nyuma. Uhasama huo ulilipuka Ijumaa pale magavana wote walipokataa mwaliko wa naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua kuhudhuria shughuli yake ya kuzindua malipo ya serikali kuu kwa wafanyakazi wa afya wa mashinani CHPs katika makazi yake Karen. NTV imebaini kuwa pale magavana hao walikosa kufika hapo asubuhi, simu zilipigwa kuwafanya kufika hapo saa 9 jioni, lakini pia wakakataa. Aidha, magavana walikataa kutuma wafanyikazi wa afya mashinani kuhudhuria, hali iliyozua swali la wale waliokuwepo Karen walitoka wapi. Magavana hao wameshikilia kuwa serikali kuu imedinda kuwatengea pesa za uendelezi wa masoko, ujenzi wa nyumba ambapo magavana wanahitajika kutoa ardhi, na mgao wa pesa serikali inatumia kulipa wafanyakazi wa afya mashinani, ila hali yote ni majukumu ya serikali ya kaunti. Baraza la magavana linasema kuwa vitendo vya serikali kuu kuvuka mpaka vinazidi kuongezeka kila siku kupitia bajeti ya moja kwa majukumu yaliyogatuliwa kupitia wizara za serikali kuu, idara na taasisi katika kaunti, na kutumia kimakusudi wabunge kuzindua miradi hiyo, hali inayokiuka katiba. Ijumaa serikali ilisema imetoa shilingi bilioni 3 kuwalipa wafanyakazi wa afya mashinani CHPs.
I want to send a passionate plea to our governors to very quickly also organize their part of the stipend.
Why is it that we have very many nurses who have been trained coming out of the nursing and medical colleges, yet we have shortages in our facilities? It is a question of affordability, it is a question of funding to health.
Magavana watatoa msimamo wao baada ya mkutano huo. Vincent Oduor, NTV.
Mtazamaji, baada ya taarifa yake Vincent Oduor, tunachukua mapumziko mafupi ila
pati yajayo. Mtazamaji, tukirejea tutaingia katika safu mpya kabisa ya NTV Weekend Jumamosi itwayo Masogora. Sogora wa kwanza ni mkaguzi mkuu wa Mighty Johansen Oduor.
This is the best serum I've ever used.
9 out of 10 agree Garnier Even and Matte Vitamin C Serum is the best they've used. Our highest concentration of derm actives.
Made my skin tone more even. Brightens up my skin with an instant glow. Bye-bye, dark marks.
Even and Matte Vitamin C Serum. 9 out of 10 agree it's the best serum they've used. By Garnier, naturally.
Imagine Lotomoto ukicheza na 30 bob una stand a chance to win shake ya 1.1 million. Na ukicheza na 50 bob unaweza get shake na lori za mawe na mchanga.
Sasa wacha hiyo. Ukicheza na 50 bob kwa website yao, imagine unaweza angukia mathri mpya.
Chance yako ya bizna ndio hii. Na ushindi ni 5th of May. Cheza Lucky Game kwa www.ebet.co.ke na uvuke na mathri.
Lakini vile hii ekonomi imetufinya, ilinibidi kubadilisha sabuni nikatumia ingine rahisi. Bala, ilibidi nioshe kila kitu mara 2. Sikuwa na otherwise, nikarudia Ariel.
Ariel, usafi bora kwa mwosho mmoja tu.
Form ikijipa, mimi nani? Now it's time to get extreme ice fresh. Ukiwa fresh all day, una stay fresh all night. Niki step onto the sea, na nikiona banking, shajua rada. Hona bro, be a boss man, be your own man. Ukiwa your own man, unakaa fiti na una smell even better. Be your own man with new Vassman Extreme Ice.
This week on Cars with Big Boy Trev, we take a look at the used car market and evaluate whether the Mitsubishi Outlander is the best soft-roader to buy in the market. We check out its stylish design, cabin practicality, engine performance, value for money proposition, whether this could be your next soft-roader. Catch this and much, much more only on Cars with Big Boy Trev this Sunday at 5 p.m. only on NTV.
Karibu tena mtazamaji. Jamani, tuliingia mijini na vijijini, na kwa sababu ulisema wewe kwamba unapenda kuwasikiza watu ambao wanakutia moyo, kukukosha nafsi na kukuhuisha, tukaamua kuingia kila pahali kuwatafuta. Na hii leo tumempata wa kwanza ambaye ndiye sogora wetu. Huyu ni nguli, ni mtu stadi katika ulingo wake, na ukiwa naye tuambie sisi tutakuja kumwangazia.
Unajua watu wengi wakimwona siku zote wanashindwa, jamani huyu ni mtu ama ni jitu ama ni nini, ni pepo. Lakini kiukweli mtazamaji ni kwamba ni mtu tu kama mimi na wewe, na tunamzungumzia Johansen Oduor, mkuu wa upasuaji wa serikali hapa nchini Kenya. Wengi wamesema jamani hatujamsikia kokote isipokuwa kwenye runinga tu, tunamuona kila siku akipeana ripoti.
Bila
Si
shaka.
Kahola, si kina Rita Waini, hawa manadada zetu ambao waliweza kupoteza maisha. Amezungumza sana Johansen.
Na hii ni sehemu mpya kabisa ambayo itakujia kila Jumamosi na pacha wangu akizungumza nao hawa manguli. Cha kufanya wewe sema nasi, manake naona tayari wengi mtandaoni wamezungumza nasi pale, wanatuambia njoo muangazie huyu, njoo muangazie huyu. Tutakuwa tunasoma jumbe zako, endelea kusema nasi, na vile vile walioona tulichokizungumza katika kidokezo kwanza taarifa hizi pia wanasema mengi, wanatuliza ana mke, ana watoto, alisoma wapi, kafanya nini? Hatuna
Anaogopa
majibu.
kifo.
Majibu yana nani?
Johansen Odwor.
Masogora.
Leo mtazamaji wangu, ndani ya Masogora niko naye Sogora mkuu katika ulingo wake. Yaani leo mimi napiga gumzo na Daktari Johansen Odwor, ndo mpasuaji mkuu wa serikali. Atakuwa anatuliza mengi kuhusiana na hilo. Sasa tupo hapa Naivasha na daktari amenijuza Frida, njoo Naivasha nikuonyeshe maandhari ya Naivasha jinsi yalivyo, lakini cha msingi zaidi alikuwa ananipatia tu kiduchu tu, akanieleza kwamba anapenda kusoma vitabu. Daktari, umesoma vitabu vingapi?
Naweza soma vitabu za kisayansi, nasoma vitabu za kisheria, hata novels, nasoma novels so much.
Za mapenzi hivi ama mapenzi ya huko?
Tunasema siku hizi mapenzi ya fikiri.
Lakini ni fahari yangu sana kuungana nayo. Unajua Wakenya wamesema mtafuteni Johansen Odwor, wewe ni celeb. Unajisikiaje kwanza kuwa celeb? Kila siku, karibu kila siku kwenye runinga zetu.
Ni kazi. Unajua ukiwa unafanya kazi kwa bidii, kazi yako itaonekana huko nje. So I think to me ni kazi tu unafanya na chapa. Yes. Mimi nilizaliwa hapa Nairobi long time ago. Actually nilizaliwa Imoni maternity. Wakati huo tulikuwa naishi Mathare, unajua Mathare? Wakati huo babangu akanishi huko. So nikazaliwa Imoni maternity. Tukaishi Mathare kidogo, tukaenda Kibira. Baada ya Kibira tukaenda kuishi Pangani Mlango Kubwa. So from primary, high school mpaka campus kwa naishi tu hapo Mlango Kubwa.
Umekulia ghetto yani?
Mimi nimekulia ghetto tu.
Ghetto boy.
Mimi ghetto boy.
Kwa hivyo sasa mlizaliwa 11. Kipi ambacho kilikufanya wewe kikakuhimiza lazima hii ndio kazi unayoitaka?
Reason why nilisema nitakuwa daktari sababu unajua huko Islands kuna changamoto nyingi mko nazo. There's a lot of shortages mko nazo. Hata ukienda hospitali hamwezi ona daktari, mnaenda health centers, hata care inakuwa si mzuri sana. So nikaamua nataka kusaidia jamii niwe daktari. So nikamwambia babangu mimi naona kama hii ndakuwa daktari. Hata yeye alishangaa, Odwor, you mean you want to be a doctor?
Kwani alikuwa anatarajia nini?
Alikuwa anataka niwe mwalimu. Na mimi nikamwambia mimi siwezi kuwa mwalimu. Mimi ni medicine ninafanya. By the time niko namaliza university masters, hata sikuwa nataka kufanya postmortem. You know postmortem ni kitu kwanza, there's a lot of discrimination, kunaogopwa, si ndio? Hata mimi naogopa hata. But upon kumaliza graduation, sasa tukaenda Ministry of Health kuwa posted. Nikamwambia sasa wewe utaenda kufanya kazi City Mortuary. Ilikuwa mara yangu ya kwanza kuingia hata huko. Hata nilikuwa naogopa.
Ilikuwa vipi? Hebu sasa hiyo ndio picha nataka kujua. Sasa umeingia mortuary.
Kwanza ile harufu ilinipiga karibu nisirudi. But nikakaa chini nikaangalia watu wanakuja hapo City Mortuary, ni watu wanatoka Kibira, Mathare, mahali nilitoka.
Pale ulipotoka.
Nikasema sasa nikitoroka hao watasaidiwa na nani?
Wakati ambapo uliteuliwa kuwa mkuu wa upasuaji wa serikali, ulijisikia vipi?
Unajua ilikuwa actually stressful because sikutarajia kwa kwanza. And unajua pathology inakuwa na so many controversies nyingi sana. Kila siku kuna finger pointing. So nilikuwa najiuliza nitaweza kweli. But because remember nilikwambia kwamba nilikuwa nimeamua nitasaidia wananchi. Nikasema vile niliamua ile wakati nilipoambiwa niende City Mortuary kufanya kazi, nikaamua nitaweza.
Na kazi yako labda ushaifanya upasuaji na ukajihisi kana kwamba umma haujakuamini kabisa, wanasema hapo umetudanganya.
Of course mara nyingi ukifanya autopsy inakuwa na a lot of interest. Unapata kila pande inafikiria kivyake, so unapata wengine wanakutusi, wengine wanakusifu.
Kunao ambao wanajaribu kukupatia hongo na kushawishi kutoa matokeo tofauti.
Hiyo sijaisikia. Kutoka nikiwa patholojia sijaisikia. So mara nyingi kama najua kuna kesi kwa controversial, huwa naambia relatives nyinyi because my principle is openness. Wewe leta daktari wako ule ametimu. Na wakati mwingine pia naambia relatives tafuta hata mmoja wenyu pia kwa hapo aone, sababu unajua saa nyingine pia kuona ni kuamini.
Kuna wengi ambao wanajiuliza Johansen Odwor, kazi yako hujitokeza vipi? Na mtu anakutuma anakuambia sasa enda, kazi ndio hii imejitokeza, unajituma mwenyewe, ni maafisa wa usalama. Kuna sheria inaitwa Criminal Procedure Code, section 386. Kwa inasema mtu akifa na amekufa kwa situation ile ya kutatanisha, lazima ripoti ikabiliwe kwa polisi. So baada ya ripoti kukabiliwa kwa polisi anafanya uchunguzi. Then polisi sasa anakuja kwetu, tuambia sasa nataka utusaidie kufanya postmortem ndio tujue kilichofanyika. Kuna wakati biashara imekauka.
Kuna kauka zingine. Sasa ile Mungu amepiga ameweka breaks kidogo. Yeah.
Alafu ukipigiwa simu ambayo imetokea,
unakimbia mbio.
Ukifurahi. Kunya juice.
Sema leo Mungu ameniona. What I found is a body which is decomposed.
Acha tuzungumzie hao mauaji ambayo yalitokea hivi juzi kuhusiana na hawa kina dada ambao waliweza kuuawa. Nakumbuka katika usemi wako ulisema kwamba mauaji ya Rita Waeni yalikushtua sana. Hujaiona kitu kama hicho maishani.
Unajua ukisikia historia kile kikifanyika, then ukiona vile msichana alikuwa anatembea tu na mwanamume anaenda kwa room bila kujua kile kitakachofanyika. Then baadaye unaletewa mwili ati yule msichana alikuwa anaona kwa CCTV. You know, it's a very painful actually as a human being. Sababu unajiuliza kuna watu hii dunia wanaweza fanyia mwingine hivi.
Daktari, tuzungumzie kisa cha Shakahola kwa sababu pia ni muda ambao wengi tulikusikia tukakuona kwenye runinga karibu kila siku ulikuwa unazungumza, na ni dhana kwa Wakenya wengi kwamba wakati huu wa Shakahola ndio kazi ngumu ama changamoto kubwa sana ambayo umepitia. Sijui kama ni ukweli ama kuna zaidi ya hiyo.
Ya Shakahola ilikuwa ngumu sababu actually why ilikuwa ngumu ni sababu ya the extent of the work. Unajua karibu the whole of last year tumekuwa huko, si ndio? So ni kazi imekuwa tumefanya kwa muda mrefu sana. Kisha pia changamoto nyingine ni unapata watoto, si ndio? Unaambiwa ati walinyimwa chakula, wakafa, wakazikwa. So it's also you know, you feel like it's so inhuman.
Ni kama kifo kinakuogofya.
Hakuna mtu anaogopa kifo.
Hata wewe unaogopa daktari.
Kila mtu anaogopa kifo. Unajua unataka kwa hii dunia sababu hujui uko kwingine kutakuwa namna gani.
Ushaifikiria kifo chako?
Kifo ni kila mtu ufikiria every day. Uwezi sema ati sasa ufikiri kifo sababu kifo inakujaga kwa njia nyingi.
Na wakati ambapo hufanyi upasuaji unafanya nini?
Mimi napenda muziki sana. Music so much. I can even sing. Huh? Wakati nilipokuwa campus nilikuwa rapper, nilikuwa na rap kwa competitions akina Shabaranks. Unajua Shabarank wewe? Akina Shaggy. In fact nakumbuka nilipokuwa Chiromo walikuwa wananiita Mr. Bombastic. Sinajua Mr. Lava Lava, Mr. Bombastic.
Call me Mr. Bombastic, send me fantastic. Touching on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic.
So I could sing that song, all of it. So
nipe mistari, tujikumbushe zamani.
Mr. Lava Lava.
Lakini marapa daktari
Mr. Bombastic, really fantastic. Sisi nimezeeka, sisi fanya
Put to well and bombastic, send me fantastic. Touching on me back, she says I'm Mr.
Napenda kuwatch movies. In fact, hakuna new movie huwa si watch.
Hebu tujuze, wewe uko na familia?
Niko na familia ndio.
Tupe udaku. Familia ulipata lini? Umeificha sana.
Mimi nilianza sinikwambia nilitongoza niko internship.
Huyo tayari ulitongoza ukaturusha mistari akaingia box.
Si ndio, nikaoa hiyo wakati hadi leo. My firstborn ako 21 years old.
Watoto ni wangapi daktari? Watoto ni
3.
Umesema utaki kupiga 11 kama babako.
Siku hizi maisha ni ngumu. Hata school fees. School fees ya watoto 11 utazana kweli.
Leo ukijiangalia kama Johansen Odwor, mpasuaji mkuu wa serikali, unajipigia kongole ama unakaa hivi unatingisha kichwa unasema najuta?
Of course najipigia kongole sababu nimejaribu sana. And kuna vitu mingi sana nimefanya zile hata wenzangu wanasema umefanya kazi. However, there's much to be done.
Ni kitu gani ambacho umejifunza kuhusiana na maisha?
What I'll say is hii maisha, just be humble. And ulikuwa unasema mimi ni celeb, but ukiniangalia I'm a very humble person. Hata nikitembea kwa kona huwezi jua niko around.
Daktari, kuna watu wamesimama na wewe katika hii safari yote, hujaifanya peke yako. Wa kwanza kabisa najua ni Mwenyezi Mungu, lakini taja kama 2 watatu ambao nataka kuwapatia kongole.
My late father used to believe in me so much. Na kama singekuwa daktari hata. Sababu unapata kuna wakati nilikuwa nashindwa, nilikuwa high school, ananiambia wewe soma utakuwa daktari hilo nataka. And of course my mother also. Then my professors also walinisaidia sana. Nakumbuka Professor Magoha, the late Professor Magoha used to be my hero since I was in undergraduate school. Nakumbuka mara kwanza nilipokutana na yeye alikuwa anakaa mkali sana ukimwona. Hata wakati alipokuwa CS of education. But ukimjua kindani alikuwa mtu very very soft na alikuwa ako ready kusaidia.
Kwa hivyo kifo chake kilikupiga sana.
Sana. It was very very shocking. Then kuna my professors wale walinifundisha pathology. One of them is Professor Rogena, hata tuko naye hapa kwa conference. Pia ni mtu alimenta hata leo. Hata wakati mwingine unajua ni professor kuna a lot of knowledge. Niko na shida namuuliza ananiambia.
Daktari, umetaja babako ukasema kwamba alikushikilia sana. Ukiangalia nyuma kuna wengine 3. Utawaambia nini watoto wako?
Ndawaambia the first thing you should do, always listen to your parents. They are very very important.
Umekuwa mkali?
Hiyo wao nasema hivyo.
Naam.
Unajua my father amesoma sana. Acha alikuwa anafanya kazi industry hapa Nairobi. Wakati mimi natembea hadi kazi unamwona vile ana struggle. Narudi ghetto huko na amekuja na chakula, si ndio? Mule analipa school fees na hajasoma na yeye anakuambia wewe soma, si ndio? Ni mtu unaona huyu anaona mbele, si ndio? So kuna ile wisdom parents hata kama waenda shule wako nayo. So naambia watoto just listen to your parents. They might not have gone to school but wako na wisdom ile hekima ile hata wewe utakuwa nayo.
Jumamosi ijayo ni sogora mwingine. Asante kwa kutazama kazi kuntu pacha wangu.
Na asante sana siku zote mtazamaji, ni Tefrida Mwaka nitaitika kufikia hapo hatuna la ziada.
Mimi naitwa Lofty Matambo, Flora Tieno katika chumba cha ishara. Tukutakia usiku mwanana.
This is NTV.
Step up to more fun and get more than you pay for. Upgrade now and get boosted to the next package for free. Dial *423# or call 0711 066 000 and upgrade to the next level for free.
Form ikijipa, mimi nani? Now it's time to get extreme ice fresh. Ukiwa fresh all day, una stay fresh all night. Niki step onto the scene, na nikiona Benki, shajua rada. Honor bro, be a boss man. Be your own man. Ukiwa your own man, unakaa fiti na una smell even better. Be your own man with new Bossman Extreme Ice.
To protect our family from germs that cause illness when it's cold, we use Dettol soap.
Dettol soap with germ defense gives you protection. When it's cold, germs are transferred in different ways, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Now introducing the new 125-gram Dettol soap at only 200 shillings.
Imperfections, blackheads. Try Garnier's Pure Active 3-in-1 Charcoal, powered by salicylic acid and purified charcoal to reduce pimple-causing germs by 99.5%. One product, 3 uses for a pure skin. Garnier Pure Active 3-in-1 Charcoal, #1 in South Africa, by Garnier Naturally.
Jenny! What are you up to at this time?
I'm just doing this for my friends at school who do not have lunch.
You should have told me.
When your kids learn from you, you're giving them a great start. Prestige Margarine. It all starts with a great start. Now comes in the region.
Suitable for general family viewing.
My name is Boniface Mwangangi.
My name is Joseph Irungu.
My name's John Motuko.
3 individuals, 2 countries, 1 profession. Yes, meet the daring trio in Riyadh and how they went from hospitality and sales experts to transport specialists in Saudi.
There's room to grow, there's room to go to any field you want. You have to be open to learning.
This, as King's developers give a royal treatment to their real estate clients both home and away.
They're very genuine.
One thing the diaspora community always wants is trust. Our houses can also create a business for you.
A warm welcome to today's show. You're just in time for your weekly dose of inspiration. My name is Michael Zimanji, and yes, as you've heard, today's show is all about opportunities both home and away, from right here in the 254 to the Middle East. And without wasting any more time, let's cross over to the Gulf.
Working in the Middle East has fast become the way to go for Kenyans trying to make something of their lives, with countries like the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Qatar leading the charge. This is as a result of the numerous opportunities available and the need for a hard-working workforce by the Gulf countries to achieve the economic evolution happening in the region. This is what attracted Makueni-born Boniface Mwangangi.
I started as a barista in Dubai, and then I joined Dubai Metro. Yeah.
How did you come from being a barista to being in the metro?
Dubai is a big market for jobs, and most Kenyans, not only Kenyans, even other communities, when they go there, they start somewhere as a stepping stone, whereby you can start as a waiter, you can start as a barista, but there are so many other jobs which you can apply once you get the experience. First of all is the experience, the exposure, how you relate with people. And then when you are there, you can start looking for other jobs. There's room to grow, there's room to go to any field you want. And what I can say is that even hard work pays also, because as we all know that Kenyans are well known out here. We are hardworking people.
Now, as Boniface was finding his way in the city of gold, another Kenyan was experiencing the exact same journey. His name, John Mutoku, an Utali College alumnus.
I did like pastry and housekeeping and laundry. But immediately I traveled abroad to Dubai and I saw many opportunities coming up. I dropped the hospitality side and then I joined the railway company. Transportation in general, and I got interested to know how to operate trains, how does it work when I joined the Dubai Metro. So I got the opportunity to start as a customer service in the Dubai Metro. And then it was fascinating. I got to understand, okay, this is what happens.
Similar to John and Boniface, Kikuyu native Joseph Irungu was also in search of change from his seemingly monotonous life in business administration.
I started as what I would call a station agent, as a customer service agent, but then I moved into different departments within the company and different contracts.
Now, a bit about the Dubai Metro. Opened in 2009, the Metro offers one of the best and most affordable ways to travel across the city. For one to be able to purchase a ticket, you'll need to first acquire a gold or silver card and top it up with dirhams. The Metro is a rapid transit rail network with fully automated trains, meaning there is no driver on board. The Dubai Metro in fact holds the record for the longest driverless rail system on the planet. With all this record breaking, it is no surprise that the city receives an average of 15 million tourists each year. But the question is, with such a technologically advanced system, how can the company employ personnel with little to no qualifications and experience?
The company has a criteria of like who we want and the skills that we want. So once you get into the company has its own procedures and training. You get a lot of training before you start working. So that is the benefit of working in the Gulf. Be it in Dubai or here, you get a lot of training. First, you have to get to enroll yourself to the railway industry. You have to get basic information regarding how does the train works, how is it powered, what are the main components which make the train moves. Not only like driving, you need to know how does it come to existence, the train itself, from the trolley, from the steam. All this knowledge you need to go to the school, and then once you get to the school, they will teach you about all those steps and how can it be powered and accommodate all those other cabins, maybe 20 cabins or 15 cabins, without having like doubts on the entire system. Then another thing, we have to get training from the online. Every time we have new technology coming along, so you have to keep yourself up to date.
According to the daring trio, one thing that made it easy for them to assimilate to their new roles was diversity.
You work with different nationalities, so you engage with people from all over the world. And there are so many opportunities, of course, based on the fact that, let's say, a country like Saudi Arabia, which looks into investing in different parts, they want to work with nationalities from all over the world. It's not only in Kenya. So you'll find, even in a company, there is a percentage of people coming from all over.
Kenyan community is big and strong, and they're big in number in different cities, and we do relate with them.
This is what gave the trio more motivation when they all decided to relocate from Dubai to Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Before, I was afraid to come to Saudi because of the negative stories I used to see or hear from people. But when I came here, it's totally different. It depends on how you are going to integrate with the people here. You have laws, you have to understand the laws, do and don'ts, okay? And then you have to eliminate some of the lifestyle in order to fit within the society here. So that made me comfortable to stay here, and I can say that Saudi is a good country.
Currently, the daring trio are still living their dream as employees of the Riyadh Metro. They have clearly come a long way from their days in hospitality and sales, a testament to what one can achieve through boldness and ambition. Their advice is dream, Dare, do.
You have to be open to learning and you have to pay attention to what is happening around you. Make sure you have an objective, you have a vision also, because if you have all those dedications, whenever you are given a job, you are dedicated to that job, and with time, you'll grow to something.
So before you leave Kenya, coming here, it's good that you know where you're going and what is expected of you. The sky is the limit and you don't know where you're gonna end up. But at the end of the day, we need to bring, we have to bring something on the table for our families back at home.
Congratulations to the daring trio there in the Gulf as they do amazing work in the Middle East. Time for us to go on a short break. But when we return, we will tell you more about King's Developers and how they're giving their clients a royal treatment in matters real estate, as well as the opportunities available to you. Also, more on the Daring Abroad Investment Forum in Australia.
When your kids bond with you, you're giving them a great start. Prestige Margarine. It all starts with a great start. Now comes in the original and vanilla flavor.
And we need 2 Royco cubes because iron gives you strength to skooma yourself to be the best you can be.
It's time to get stepping. Step up to your most loved content and enjoy the next level upgrade for free.
Respect that.
Upgrade now and step up to even more action. Step up to more football. Step up to more local drama. Step up to more fun and get more than you pay for. Upgrade now and get boosted to the next package for free. Dial *423# or call 0711 066 000 and upgrade to the next level for free.
I trust Sunlight 2-in-1 washing powder to give my clothes a sensational clean and an uplifting fragrance. Sunlight. More than you expect.
And we need 2 Royco cubes because iron gives you strength to skooma yourself to be the best you can be.
Welcome back to the show. Today it's all about opportunities both home and away. In the first part, we took you to the Middle East to see the opportunities there, and right now we bring it back to the 254 where our guest today, King's Developers, has an amazing investment opportunity for anyone who is seeking to invest in real estate. And here is that story.
Over the past couple of years, Kenya's real estate sector has experienced a boom when it comes to both construction and purchasing of property. This can be attributed to the increase of developers, growing interest by investors, and goodwill from government. There is also the not-so-small aspect of ingenuity by industry players that has seen innovative, modern, and unique designs grace the market. This has resulted in more and more Kenyans investing in the sector, especially those in the diaspora. One such example is Joseph Karume, a US-based investor with multiple properties all across the 254.
I live in Pacific Northwest. Mostly people may know it by Seattle. And I've been there for about 15 years now. In Nakuru, I think I did 2-bedroom apartments. In Rongai, Ongata Rongai, I did 2 bedrooms. And in Roiro and Thika, I've done 3 bedrooms. You know, as we live out there and we have families back here, and for me, I thought it wise, unlike maybe sending money to people who I needed back home, try to help them invest. So like now I've invested and helped my siblings in buying this affordable housing so that they can get rental income monthly and they can be able to pay for their school fees and for their kids and for their daily needs.
Yes, Joseph's motivation was in diversifying his portfolio through real estate. The question was how to identify investment opportunities. Here is where Kings Developers Limited, one of the oldest in the game and a proven maverick in the industry, came in.
We are actually under the Royal Group of Companies, which is it's an umbrella company where we have companies in Nakuru and here in Nairobi doing manufacturing of PVCs, tanks, steels that supplement what we do here in Nairobi, the real estate world. So we are Kings Developers. We build affordable, mid and high end in Kenya, in Nairobi, Eldoret, Nakuru, Syokimau, basically across the country. We have a portfolio comprising of over 40 projects. We had our first project around 2006, 2005, where we started doing standalones. And then now we decided to have a cluster of houses. So we have a variety of houses. In the affordables, houses below 5 million. Then we have houses between 7 to around 13 million. Then we have houses from 17 to around even 50 million. We're actually at the Prism Tower right now, which is the icon of not Nairobi only, but also in Africa. It's the only project here in Nairobi with a very distinct still our project. You can see the shapes. We try to play with the shapes. But also our other completed projects, we have under the affordable housing, we have King Serenity in Ongata Rongai, the first of its kind, over 700 houses over there. Then now we have the recently concluded also King Sapphire in Nakuru, same structure, 600 houses. Then once you come into Nairobi, we have King's Barini Apartments. It's along Agwings Kodek Road, where it's now more of a high-end house, 3 bedrooms and 4-bedroom town apartments, where now we have a children's play area, heated swimming pool, a sauna, a gym. We try to also elevate your modern living. We also have something near Yaya, King's Distinction. That one, it's a 3-bedroom apartments with an SQ. They come fully furnished and with a gym, with a swimming pool, with a children's play area. We try to create an environment for you where even if you're housed inside, it's still a home within a home. Then we have King's Rivera Apartments along Nyangumi Road. We have Skyrock Apartments. So also we have King's Millennium Apartments. They are along Mombasa Road, the first of its kind. Then we have King's Eden Garden in Lavington along Hatheru Road. So we specialize in 2-3 bedroom apartments. That's basically our forte.
Now, what makes you unique? You know, in a world where there's so many players in the industry, why should we invest in Kings Developers? What makes you guys unique?
What makes Kings Developers unique, number one, is that it's our name. We have been in the industry for over 15 years. So number one, a name that has stood the test of time. Number two, we have built over 40 projects, which speaks volumes of who we are, and we cater to each market. If you're looking to buy a house below 5 million, we have that. If you're looking to buy something mid-range, we have that. If you want something affordable, we have high-end, we have that. So we try to cater to your need, your specific need. We also create projects that are sustainable to the environment, where we want to take care of the environment for generations to come. Number three, we listen to the need of the client, because we try to improve on who we are, on what you guys want from the environment, from the industry. If the market is telling us we need to go to a certain level, we try to do as best as we can to go and deliver what the market is requesting us. Our developments have a variety of amenities. For example, in Kileleshwa, we have the King's Apollo Suites. There'll be a jogging track around the establishment. So if you want to get fit, there's that. There's an amphitheater. There's a business lounge. There's a steam and sauna. There's a heated swimming pool. There's a children's play area. There's a business center. It's a cocktail of so many beautiful things. When you go to Rongai and King's Sapphire in Nakuru, there's a children's play area. There's a shopping center, landscaped gardens, cabro pavements, perimeter boundary wall, and all our developments. One thing we know for sure is that there will always be a need for water, so all our developments usually have more than one borehole to ensure a sustainable supply of water for everybody in the establishment.
This is what attracted Seattle-based Joseph Karume, who wasted no time in investing through the real estate titan.
They're very genuine. You know, unlike most of us in diaspora, they're very fearful of investing in real estate in Kenya because of the loss they have gone through here. But for me, I haven't had any issue with them. I came, I saw the property, I chose my apartment, and the mode of payment is very convenient for me. And so far, they've been very lenient for me. Even if I'm late for a few days, they are very accommodating.
We have different desks that they serve different clientele. For example, we have a desk that's just for the diasporas, whatever time, because the time difference is always a factor. So whatever time you are in the diaspora and you want to talk to people, there's always a diaspora desk that will always serve you. We have a desk that will advise you in terms of investments, because you're looking into, for example, somebody already built their own home and they're now in that level where they want to take serious investments. What do? We have a desk for investments where we guide you and we tell you this is how you should go. We have a desk for first-time home owners. How do they go about in owning a home? We have that. So we try to cater because we understand the market. We are the oldest in this industry, so we know what is in the market.
And when it comes to payment plans, King's developers are as flexible as they come.
So we have curated payment plans for you, tailor-made for you. Whatever you have, our team, our able team of property advisors, they're always there on board to help you and advise you what works for you, what budget are you working with. Then as you know, the thing is, you have to be honest with us because real estate is quite sensitive, and we always say you have to be honest. You tell us what you're looking at and what you're looking for. And then now we can advise you from a point of knowledge, from a point of concern, and from a point of love. Because we already love you even before you have met us. That's how much we care for you.
So the process for the purchase, for me, was very safe. The process was well explained by the staff. Even the payment, we did the payment through the bank, which was very secure and safe for me. I didn't feel any fear. I wasn't even fearful for my money. And as we speak now, the staff has helped me set up the payment.
And one thing the diaspora community always wants is trust. And relationships are built on trust. So what we always do for the diaspora clients is that we understand that you're not always in the country, but you want somebody who you can trust because they've been burnt by their friends, by their relatives. So they want somebody who they can trust with their money. So we usually have a candid conversation with you, and we try to understand what parameters of engagement do you want in terms of the business relationship we're creating. What do you require from us when you purchase a house from us? What are your expectations? And then we get to understand what you want, and we try as much to accommodate those expectations, because a satisfied client will always come back. And they just don't come back alone. They come back with the whole community. That is always the deal for us. So we ensure you are satisfied, because once you're satisfied, you bring everybody else on board.
King's Developers prides itself in offering its clients a royal treatment, especially when it comes to quality.
When it comes to the finishing and the quality of the houses that we deliver to the market, we're actually ahead of time, because when you look at our tiles, when you look at our finishings, when you look at our amenities, even when you look at the structure and the shape of the houses, we are ahead of our time, because the quality of our tiles, I always tell people, you can go around and look for people who have the same tiles as us, you will not get it. When it comes into the painting that we do, we try to be as unique, as modern as possible, to the cabinets, to the quality of the finishings that we want to give you. It's something we want when you come and live in our houses. You actually say, yeah, Kings did well. Like, they did me well.
Okay, quite unique, quite interesting as well. But many people want to know, why should we invest in real estate in this day and age?
Number one, we give you a high ROI for you. Number two, our houses can also create a business for you. The Airbnb market right now is what's in the market right now. So whatever house you decide to buy from wherever of our locations, it's perfect for any Airbnb. If you want to have a house where you can raise your children that is within Nairobi, we have something for you. If you want a house that is maybe in Eldoret, we actually have something for you. So there's something for you here at Kings Developer. That's why you should invest with us, because we cater to that specific need that you think you have about housing. We are catering to that need. You name it, we solve it for you.
A commendable job from Kings Developers, who are doing amazing work right here in the 254 and giving their clients a royal treatment. With that, we have come to the end of the show. But before I leave your screens, Charms Media has been organizing investment forums in various parts of the world. And this year we're doing it in 14 cities, and we're beginning in Australia, where we shall be in Perth City, Adelaide City and Melbourne City. This, of course, is in collaboration with the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We shall also be partnering with the Kenya-Australia Chamber of Commerce, as well as the State Department for Diaspora Affairs, as well as various Kenyan associations present in those cities. This is an amazing session, and you can plug in for you to be able to see how you can connect and do business beyond borders. But for now, thank you for watching, and all we can say is let's do this again next time.
Step up to more fun and get more than you pay for. Upgrade now and get boosted to the next package for free. Dial *423# or call 0711 066 000 and upgrade to the next level for free.
Introducing a new range of Royco spices. An explosion of rich
It is therefore suitable for general family viewing.
Welcome to The Glam with me, Tracy Wanjuro. Here on NTV, this is where your beauty is cherished, your wellness is prioritized, and your heart is treasured. Today we'll be talking about something that you probably have never thought about. We barely think about our body in regards to our feet. Like, when was the last time you took care of your feet? Yes, you probably did not. I've been one of those people, and I noticed after a while my feet became really, really cracked. And there's something called cracked feet, and it's basically your feet being cracked. In my mother tongue, we call it miatokas, which is, you have some really, really severe cracks on your feet. And today we're at YouGlow Aesthetics and Clinic, and we'll be talking about how to treat cracked heels, because some of us probably don't care much about it, but there's some of us who actually care about taking care of those cracked heels. And our esthetician today is Jean Kinuthia, who'll be telling us more about cracked feet. How can we take care of them? How can we make sure that we don't get cracked heels? And yes, that's going to be our glam episode for today. Thank you so much, Jean, for having us today.
Thank you so much, Tracy. It's such a lovely to have you and to take care of your feet, as you said. In most cases, we normally take care of our face, our body, and forget about our toes. And we're happy that you're here for that.
So for some people, they have just, cracked heels, but there's some people who actually have severe cracked heels where it's very painful even when they walk, right? Is this the process you're going to be taking us through? Is it also recommended for people who have severe cracked heels?
Oh yes, it is. Most of the time, not so many people that experience that, but the few people who does experience that, you will get they get to an extent where they even bleed out of at least it. So every other month, this is also a care that you should also do on your feet. The treatment that I'm going to take you through for the day is called an alkaline wash. So an alkaline wash is a treatment specifically for the legs, but it can also be done on the face.
Okay.
What's an alkaline product? An alkaline, you remember in the pH?
Yes.
In your high school times. So when something is very basic or alkaline, it tends to eat up your dead skin cells. So what happens to your heels, in most cases, the skin regeneration process is faster. So when you look at your face, normally it's between 28 to 35 days compared, but at least now for your heels, it's faster.
Is that why the cracked heels appear?
Yes, and then the skin there is so tough, and then it doesn't have any living nuclei on it. So it's dead skin cells that is accumulating, and over time, since at least you're very active, walking around, very active, maybe even not even think about when you moisturize your body. You'll moisturize your face, your body. What about your heels?
Because she asked me the same thing. She was like, okay, you have this problem, but do you take care of your feet? Do you put even some sort of petroleum jelly? And I told her I actually don't. Yeah, it's not something I've ever thought about until I realized that my heels were really, really cracked. I was making a joke. I was telling them, if I have an itch around my ankle, I'll just use my cracked heels and scratch.
And just scratch yourself from it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's because it's like a lot of accumulation of dead skin cells that are not being cleared away from your skin. And if that happens, they're so dry, so they end up cracking.
Yes.
And for some, it's very painful.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm excited to do this. So what is the first process that you'll take us through?
So the first process that we're going to start with is just cleanse your toe at least. And then after that, I'll use the alkaline base to just exfoliate some of the parts. And then since the products that I'm using is a bit more alkaline, so I'll just create like a boundary line along your toe, just to ensure that we do not at least go further than the toe area.
As an esthetician, are there some places that you feel uncomfortable like working on? Because you're used to working on skin, and now you're touching my feet, and I'm like, oh my god.
Imagine, no. At least it's a holistic approach where we will just do from head to toe.
Okay. Before we start the process, I have a very simple task to undertake, and that is to change. Ta-da! I'm back, and I'm ready to get my cracked heels taken care of. So as we do this, Jean, I have another question, because I'm wondering, if you have cracked heels, that means there's some sort of like opening, right?
Yes.
Can you get an infection from your cracked heels?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can?
Yes, you can. So remember, anytime you have an open wound, it allows bacteria to come in. So that is one of the reasons why it's very important for you to at least treat the cracked heels before they start becoming so infected.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of infections would you get?
We can get a bacterial infection. then you can get a fungal infection. So depending on what type of bacteria you are exposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the only thing that bothers me about the cracked heels is just how it looks and feel, right? But I'm sure there's some people who have really, really severe cracked heels. What are some of the disadvantages of cracked heels that you've seen in your practice?
This is what supports you when you're walking. So in most cases, if you have an infection on your nails, just imagine how you'll be even walking. So it's very painful, and it can even cause a blood infection, because remember, this is an open cut that you are exposed to, and that can also infect your blood.
Okay.
So it's very important for you to be able to treat that before it gets worse.
Right.
And then also imagine of a scenario where when you wear maybe closed shoes, they even smelling because of that.
Oh, so that can also cause smells?
Yeah, it can also cause it if you have an infection.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then lucky you, at least you're not overweight. Another reason why guys normally experience cracked heels is maybe if they become overweight, and that becomes a bit of pressure on their heels.
Okay.
So that's also another reason.
Oh, wow.
And then maybe for others, they are genetically very dry skin. So if that happens, you are bound to get dryness and cracked heels on your heels.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're ready.
So we're going to start. Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm so lucky I went for a pedicure the other day.
They're not as bad.
They're not as bad as they usually are. So as Jean said, we're going to do an alkaline wash. And this is going to be very interesting, that your feet can also be taken care of like this.
Yeah. So this is how it looks. You can even see.
Okay.
So it's even perfect. From the look of things, your legs are also very hairy. And that can also help with that.
Oh, the alkaline wash?
The alkaline wash. So I'll just cleanse the skin a bit.
This is what you call happy feet. You remember the cartoon called Happy Feet? Yeah, so my feet are very happy today. You mentioned toes, right?
Yes.
And I was confused about toes. What do the toes have to do with anything?
So in most cases, sometimes it's so easy for you not to clean your toe nicely. So maybe you'll use a cloth for your body.
Yeah.
But when it gets to this point, you're just rubbing it randomly.
Okay.
So in most cases, around this place normally has a bit of dry skin, dead skin cells, and also dirt that accumulates.
Okay.
So using a different exfoliant for this part, for your everyday use, is also essential.
Okay. Yeah. So now I'm thinking about also the kind of face towels or body towels that we use to wash ourselves, right? Would you recommend that we have a different one for our face, just one for the face, just one for the body, and one for the feet?
Oh yes, if you can do that, the better. Because you remember, our feet are more prone to a fungal infection. So when you use the same towel for everything, it's easy for you to get that.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are feet more prone to fungal infections?
Because all through the day you are wearing your shoes and then you are sweating a lot. And remember, the fungus normally they are sweat loving.
Yes.
So they thrive so well in that area.
Okay, understood. And for some reason I noticed that my cracked heels became more severe after giving birth. Is there a reason for that? Like after giving birth, I was like, these are not my feet.
So one of the at least main reason for that, remember when you're pregnant, it's hard for you to reach out to wash your feet.
Oh yeah,
nicely.
You guys, when you're pregnant, you can't even see your knees.
You can't even see your knees. So that's
so crazy.
One of the reasons why. And then the other thing, remember you have a lot of growth hormones in your body. So everything tends to multiply. Your skin cells tends to even multiply with that. Okay. So that's also another reason why.
Makes so much sense.
So I'll use this towel for that. At least a different one from what we use for the face. Yes. So your feet is well cleansed. So the next thing that we're going to do, we are going to apply a borderline of Vaseline around these areas.
A borderline of Vaseline?
Yes. And this is to at least prevent, you remember we're using a very alkaline solution. So if it's too alkaline on the skin, it has the ability of dissolving your skin and tearing up your skin.
Oh no. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we have to be like at least careful with that. So
All right.
I'll just apply Vaseline around this part, because remember the skin on this part and this part is very different in terms of thickness.
Understood.
So I'm just going to take 3 scoops of this.
Okay. Can I mix it?
Oh yes, sure. And then we are going to mix it with distilled water.
Distilled water.
I'm sure you'll ask me why.
Yeah, because honestly, I thought you were just going to go there and, you know, put the water from there, but you have a bottle for the water.
Yes.
What is the difference between this water and the tap water?
So with this water, the ions, remember in water we normally have the positive and the negative.
Yes.
So in this one, it's electrolyzed, so it doesn't have any actives. So that is also a very good environment that does not accommodate bacteria in it. So infection is as minimum, rusting is for anything. So it's water that you can use long term. Yeah. So I'll just open it like this. I'll do.
But you can't drink distilled water, can you?
Actually, you can.
You can, huh?
Yeah, you can.
It has a very sandy. It's like you went to a construction site, and that's the first smell that that would hit you when you get there.
When you get there, and also remember of like your relaxer for the hair.
Oh my God! Yes, it does smell like that. Yes, it does.
It normally has also a smell like
that.
that.
It does smell like that. You're so right.
Shake na mawe ishaanza kumwagwa. Title deed ndio hii, jishindie shamba hili la 1.1 million Kenyan shillings. Lori za mawe na mchanga. Dial *570#. Chase a lucky game.
Although the cause of cervical cancer is not well understood, 99.7% is caused by the human papilloma virus. HPV is a sexually transmitted infection affecting 80% of all women by age 50 years. The National Cancer Institute is accelerating action towards elimination of cervical cancer to reach targets 90-70-90 by 2030, as per the recommendation of the World Health Organization, WHO. Take your girls aged 9 to 15 years for vaccination against HPV, and screening is recommended for all women who are sexually active and targets those aged 25 to 49 years. The National Cancer Institute Kenya, towards a cancer-free nation.
This is the best serum I've ever used. 9 out of 10 agree Garnier Even and Matte Vitamin C Serum is the best they've used. Our highest concentration of derm actives. Made my skin tone more even. Brightens up my skin with an instant glow. Bye-bye, dark marks. Even a Matte Vitamin C Serum. 9 out of 10 agree it's the best serum they've used. By Garnier, naturally.
When your kids bond with you, you're giving them a great start. Prestige Margarine. It all starts with a great start. now comes in the original and vanilla flavor.
So I'll just apply a thin layer of Vaseline.
I've seen this. I'm sure you've also seen this. They're like masks, foot masks. You've seen them?
Yes, yes.
Do those work effectively?
Yes, they do.
They do, okay.
So that's something you can incorporate on your monthly feet routine.
Okay.
At least to just provide the skin with some exfoliation.
Right. I mean, by the time it's 2030, you guys will have routine for your toes, for your feet, for your knees, for everything.
Name them all.
I know. That's the interesting about like the beauty industry. There's just always something, which is great for, you know, people like you because you'll always be in business.
Yes, and even for you, at least with the results now, you have option.
Yes.
So I'm just applying a thin layer. So the consistency also matters. So if the thicker you do, the milder it is. The thinner you do, the a bit stronger it is. So your consistency is a bit runny a bit.
Yeah. I also saw that you could have, you could take care of your cracked feet at home, like a vinegar soak. Have you tried that?
What I normally recommend is at least a soapy with a lot of soap, or maybe a body cleanser. You can soak your feet for like 20 minutes before like you do your normal bath.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. The reason of doing that, it will just soften up your dead skin cells, and then once they do that, at least it's easier for you. When you're showering, they will just easily come off. Yeah.
So the stone, it's called a pumice stone? The stone, the scrubber?
Yeah, you can use a scrubber.
You can use that as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But normally, I don't know if you've ever seen the ones that are very, very, very aggressive.
Yes,
So,
yeah, that's the one. You can also just let us know and teach us the right pronunciation. Is it a pumice stone, a pumice stone, pumice stone? but the spelling is P-U-M-I-C-E stone, and it's the aggressive stone that Jean is talking about.
So now I'll do, on the upper layer, I'll just do a thin layer. At least I've given the other part a bit of time for it to exfoliate.
All right.
How you feel a bit of itchiness. I don't know if you've started feeling.
No, I haven't. Oh, I had no idea I was going to feel anything. Okay. Is it because of the product or because the exfoliation is taking place?
Exfoliation is taking place.
Okay, understood.
So we usually use this treatment for also scar revision because of its ability to like eat up dead skin cells. So depending on how much I want to exfoliate, I'll just now do like a physical exfoliation. So as you can see already, there's some dead skin cells that you can see, even with the, you can see.
Okay.
This is how much it eats up your skin.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see the color.
This is so therapeutic.
So you will start feeling a bit of itchiness, especially on this part.
How often should someone, take this treatment, or rather do this treatment?
So for this, you can do it between 4 to 8 sessions, but majorly at least in between your pedis, you can always do at least 3 sessions. And like the traditional ways of removing the dead skin cells, this is also actually a very good way because it's not painful, it's not aggravating, and it's not impairing your skin in any way.
It actually feels like you're getting a foot massage. It does not feel like a treatment per se.
Yeah.
Jane, I was actually reading that women are more prone to cracked heels as opposed to men. Why?
In most cases, just think about the scenario in your house. How many times does maybe your dad or friend or spouse stays without shoes in the house?
Kwanza, they always go inside the house, come out and let her slippers. Sorry.
And then also think about how much, you remember genetically, men are prone to being oily. The production of oil is higher compared to men. Yeah, so because one of the main reason of that causes dried heels is dry skin. So with extreme dryness comes cracked heels. But for men, on the other hand, they are a bit oilier than us. And then with their good practice, you can rarely see a man maybe with sandals, maybe over the weekend, but at least for you, in between the week, you'll be wearing your sandals or something. Yeah.
Is the use of water also very dangerous? Because a lot of women are either probably washing clothes over the weekend or even during the week, washing the house, exposing their feet to detergents, water. Can that also cause cracked heels?
Yeah, for that, yes, it normally causes, but mostly fungal. Because you'll find in between the feet is when you will see that it's a bit damp, and that is because of high exposure to water.
Understood.
Yeah. But for detergents, you will see that a lot with the hands.
So how long is the alkaline wash? How long is this process?
So it can take up to 30 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay.
The reason why depends. You see, one, we rely so much on what you tell me. So if you're feeling a bit itchy, you're feeling a bit itchy on some parts, that means you have broken skin around. You're now getting the broken skin. So you have to remove it or neutralize it.
I just feel great. Again, happy feet.
So that can tell you then how much dead skin cell
you have.
That you have in at least. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I don't feel any itchiness or tingling, nothing. It feels amazing.
So I'm going to apply a bitter gel. So in most cases, you'll ask yourself, do you still apply the same products for your toes also? And the answer is yes. Okay. And this is because skin is skin. So as much as we're dealing with pigmentation around your legs, your feet, it's also the same pigmentation around your face. Okay. So you treat pigmentation the same. So even for the aftercare, if maybe you are a bit darker on your feet compared to the rest of your body, how you treat that is with the same products.
All right.
So the first thing, hydration, because one of the key things of how we normally, one of the main key things is for the dry heels is dryness. So we have to treat that by using a hydrator. How do you feel?
Yeah, I was actually just touching it. It's very soft.
Yeah, very, very soft. Yeah. And at least you can see with also the cracked knees that you were saying, they have really, you can even...
Yeah, you can't really see them. Actually, you can't see them.
So you can even see. Yeah. So a bit red, and this is because of the exfoliation and the scrubbing of the dead skin cells, but that will go down.
Okay, I'm not really worried about that. Are there products that you could buy over the counter to take care of your cracked feet?
Yes, mostly how you treat it is one by the use of exfoliants. So you can use, we have specific products for the exfoliation of your feet. The second thing, at least you can use creams that at least can hydrate your skin. And one of them is this. It's one of the products that I'll apply. So the good thing about this is both a moisturizer and an exfoliant at the same time. And then the other thing I'm going to apply a retinol just to provide a further exfoliation to your feet. So I'll just do a pea size for both feet.
My feet have never received such tender, loving care. It even looks lighter for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess the dead skin can make you look darker or dull, right?
Yes.
Because my feet, they're looking much brighter.
And now with a follow-up, at least you're able to at least help with the exfoliation from the comfort of your home, and also help with at least brightening up your toes. So I'll just apply the cream. This is the exfoliating cream. So remember, as we said, one of the key things for treating your cracked heels is one, ensuring that you get maximum hydration.
So this offers that as well?
Yes, it does. Remember, it's an exfoliant and at the same time a moisturizer. So the next thing we are going to just cover you with this, it's clear film, and this is just to at least give the exfoliant time to be able to seep into your skin in a better way. So it's like a foot mask. So at least now it's after 10 minutes. So I'm going to remove it. I believe at least your skin has been exfoliated at least with the cream. We're almost done, so I'll just remove it very quick.
So what are some of the post-treatment, post-treatment care that you could do at home to make sure that you don't get cracked feet?
So the first thing is, every time that maybe you're off work and maybe you're actively in the house, what you can do, you can at least wear socks. But before you wear socks, you apply maybe an exfoliant. So maybe one of the aftercare I'll give you the Caris, so that at least you can carry it home. So every time, just after you bath, you apply a layer and then wear your socks in the house. So that's one.
And for anyone who doesn't have an exfoliant, what can they do?
They can use their Vaseline.
Their Vaseline, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So any Vaseline is also very ideal. So they just apply it, wear socks, and then that's good. And then they can try at least maybe have one of the weekly routine check for maybe doing an exfoliant at home. It can be a physical scrub, it can be a chemical scrub.
Yes.
If you have any exfoliant for your face, you can also equally use it on the face.
Oh wow, okay, okay. Because you did say that skin is skin. So
Skin is
whatever
skin.
you do for your face, you could also do for your.
Yes.
for
The
your
only
feet.
thing that varies is the concentration and the formulation of that product. So given that your skin is thicker around the feet, so you're supposed to use a more concentration, and you can do that by increasing the frequency of the product that you're using. The other thing that you can do is by at least leaving it on the skin for a longer time. Yeah. So I'm just going to finish up with an oil-based. How do you feel?
I feel very clean and my feet feel very soft. But also just other than the feel, looking at my feet, they do look clean, but they also look brighter, as we mentioned. And that's because of the dead skin removal.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much do you offer this service at your clinic?
So it normally goes for 7,000, and then at least we advise you to do a minimum of 3 treatments, maybe in a span of 3 months or 6, and then you'll be good to go. Yes.
So never have cracked feet ever again after that?
Yes, and you shouldn't always avoid pedicure and manicure because maybe you don't want the scrubbing. You also have an alternative, which we are using an alkaline wash for that.
Okay.
Yes. So it doesn't have to be your traditional way of exfoliating your legs. Happy feet?
Happy feet. Thank you so much, Jean. This was such an amazing service, and I'm happy with my feet. Happy feet. Now, if anyone is going through the same thing, have cracked feet, even severe cracked feet, what would you advise them?
One of the major things maybe we'd advise them don't suffer alone. We have solutions for that. And apart from the in-clinic treatments, there are home cares that you can practice just to help with that. So, and if you really need maybe a consultation with that, you can book with us, and then we'll be able to advise you on the best treatment for that.
Thank you so much. Yours truly, Tracy Wanjiru here, Jean Kunothia from YouGlow Aesthetics. We cannot wait for you guys to see the next episode. And where can they find you?
So we are located along Kiambu Road at Siata Mall, Block A, on first floor next to NCVA.
Right. Thank you so much for watching this episode. See you next weekend. Hope you enjoyed it. Mwah. So it was your beauty is cherished, your wellness is prioritized, and then your heart is treasured. Okay.
I'm ready. I need to change my water. Cut.